Hello, YouTube family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Faith and Honor, aka Sharon Hill. And welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, this beautiful Sunday afternoon, as a matter of fact. I am so glad to be here and to welcome you today. So, today, y'all, I decided that I was going to get some things done that really needed to be done in my household. So I have still been working continuously, trying to get the laundry done and fold those clothes, put them away, and do a little cleaning for the bathroom. I finally got the opportunity to finish doing that. That was a job that was needed most definitely. So I kind of put myself to work and kind of went in there and just did all the things that I was supposed to do and got it done, y'all. I've actually uh, was productive today. And when it comes down to my household, I think that is one of the most important things is to maintain your household and make sure you definitely, keep it tidy, keep it clean, of course, because believe it or not, that is a job all by itself. So yeah, so I got that done. And then today I had to run out and, do a few errands. And my husband, as a matter of fact, needed a new cell phone. So I went and purchased him a new cell phone. And he's never had an Apple phone before. I've had one, two, three. I've had about four Apple cell phones. So this was his first Apple cell phone, and he was like totally excited about it. And finally, when he got off from work Friday, he told me, sweetheart, he was like, I need for you to go to, somewhere, Walmart or wherever you chose to go and get me a cell phone. And we don't do the, those expensive plans. We don't do that. We get the ones that's the cheapest. We don't want no contract. That's what I mean. We don't do that. We used to do that. And no, that did not save us a lot of money. It didn't save us no money at all. And truly and honest with you, we are about saving money. As you get older, you'll find that there are things in your life that really doesn't matter anymore. So you have to take the initiative to do what's best for you and your family. So no, we don't do the contract anymore. So we pretty much just do a pay as you go plan, and we are content with that. We are, because we don't have no monthly bill starting at one price, but when it's time to pay, it's going to be at another high price. And no, that it's not even necessary to have anything like that. I thought it was a good idea many, I'm not going to say many years ago, but I would say some years ago. I thought that was the best thing in the world, but it's not. And for those of you who have contract, to each his own, and fine, you have what you have. But as you get older, you realize there are certain things that you kind of just, you kind of get out of, and you don't want to do those things anymore. You're thinking smarter, and you're trying to find ways to save money for your household, and to have more money, and to just live a good, simple life. And it's nothing like that. So yes, like I was saying, I actually went out and just got him a cell phone because he needed it. The other one clunked out, like literally clunked out, where he just can't use it anymore, and end up having to just get rid of the regular piece of thing. Yeah, so now he has an Apple phone, And I'm telling you, he's super excited. I am. I am excited for him. But, you know, it was much well deserved because I kept telling him a long time ago that he needed to get one. And today was the day. Today was actually the day he finally got that cell phone. And I am truly happy for him. And, well, we are happy for him that he finally got one. And because, you know, me and my daughter, that's mainly all that we use are Apple products. So now he's kind of stepped up to the plate and finally got one. And of course, we don't do no payments, and when we want something, we just try to pay for it straight out. And I've learned a long time ago also, when you want something, it's always good to just buy it. Like if we want a piece of furniture, or like now we need a new stove, well, we're not going to go in debt and make monthly payments. That's just not our thing anymore. It was when we were younger, but now we are more so the type to kind of, if we want something, we'll just go on and just pay for it straight out and be done with it. And no worries at all. No worries. We don't want that. We want to be the type of people that if we purchase something, we don't know when something may happen and you get kind of tight with money, because I know everybody out there, only if you're rich. If you're rich, you don't have to worry about that. But 80% of people who work, and these are statistics, 80% of people who work live paycheck to paycheck. And you can't say, because a lot of people are like, no, that's not true. It is true. If you look it up, you'll see between that 70 and 80% of people. And race is not an issue, because that's with everybody. They live paycheck to paycheck. And it doesn't matter if you are married or not married. You know, some people have a high overhead and some people don't. And I much more prefer to have a low overhead. I like to have like everything, just if I want it, just pay for it straight out. My vehicles, I don't want no car payment, you know, just we're just done with it. All that stuff, just pay for it. I don't want stuff like that. I would have just be happy and be able to kind of, you know, save a little here, save a little there. Because when you save a little, it adds up to a lot. So that's whether it's you're saving money, or if you're into crypto, stocks, or bonds, or whatever. Saving a little turns into a massive, it turns into a lot. So yeah, we are those type of people to save. I'll put it like that. Just a little, not a lot. But you know, you got to be grateful for that, to be able to, if you want something, to just be able to just go out and just purchase it and just be content and happy, and not have to worry about certain bill collectors calling you, bugging you. When can we expect payment? I don't want that. I that's something I just don't want anymore. I just want to be content with what I have. I'm just a simple person. And I know there are a lot of other people out there probably feel the same way that I do. I am a simple-minded person, both me and my husband. And just like, it's about a month ago, we went and we was looking at another vehicle because we was talking about getting another vehicle. And I had to say, hey, listen, a payment is something we don't need. We have 2 vehicles that's paid for, so we're going to be thankful for what we have. Yes, it would be nice to have another vehicle, but only if we can pay for it straight out. I don't want to be in debt. With this economy and all the things that are going on in it, you never know what could happen, what may happen, what can happen. You just don't know. You just don't know. The job economy, the way that it is, and how things are going, you just don't know anymore. You gotta be conscious of everything now. So a lot of things are far more expensive than they've ever been, that I know that I can remember growing up. Growing up, it wasn't like this. But now it's just like you go to the grocery store, you got to nitpick like, this is kind of expensive. I don't know if I can get this. And a lot of people are going through this. A lot of people are suffering in a way that they've never suffered before. And I'm not saying a hard suffer. Just like they're having to put out more money than what they would normally have to when it comes to buying groceries. Even if they were to buy a house, it's far more expensive. Cars are far more expensive. You name it, everything has gone up ridiculously high. So my advice to you and to anyone else, whether you're young or you're old, middle age, whatever you are, if you have the money to purchase something that you need, whether it be appliances, electronics, whatever, do not do payments or financing. Go ahead and pay it off. That's my advice to anyone, to any young person, to any older person. Be wise and pay it off. Because when you pay things off, that leaves extra money for you. You don't got to be paying all that extra for high interest and all. You don't need that. You don't need that at all. But I will say this. It's nothing like being debt-free. We're never debt-free, but in an aspect of not having to dish out a whole lot of money for the entire month, that's good. Because when those who have a home that's paid for, that's a blessing. Those who have vehicles paid for, that's a blessing. Your house is paid for, your land is paid for, your vehicles paid for, everything you got in your house is paid for. That's a divine blessing from God and God only. Please believe it. Only God can do that. But, going in depth, getting a whole lot of stuff in this awful, terrible economy, because some people, it don't bother, because there are coins, they up there, they got it like that. But when you taking somebody who is working and just trying to make ends meet, and I understand, I completely understand, you gotta be careful of every little dime you spend, because overspending could get you in a world of debt where you don't want to be in that situation. See what I'm saying? So this is just a little wisdom and a little knowledge that I'm kind of putting out there for those who don't know. So just be careful of the things you do in life, and especially if you're spending money and you're trying to do things, just be mindful of how to do certain things, and there's a way to do certain things that's gonna help you and your household and make it better, okay? So I know I've said a mouthful, but for getting back to my husband getting a cell phone, he is super excited, y'all. He is. And I'm just so thrilled that he finally made the effort to get one. Yeah, so I mean, I went out and got it for him. And, you know, it was like, here, just take my card and just get me a cell phone. And he said, for the first time, I want an Apple cell phone. So, you know, that's exactly what I did. So he got one just like mine. So, but yeah, so that's something, a few things that I've done today. And like I said, I've kept myself busy, and tomorrow will be another busy day for me. So if you guys really like this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? So, and until the very next video, I hope everyone be blessed, and I hope each and every one of y'all have an amazing evening, because I know that I am. And so, bye-bye for now.